This is a video response to Cutlery Lover's video on sharpening knives with a $5 stone from Home Depot or something like that. He did a really good job. I'm not making this video to pick on him or anything, and I think he did fine. I'm just wanted to show an alternative. Here's my Leatherman. I've carried this around the world with me, and you can see from the missing tip there, I do use this blade quite a bit, and I do abuse the heck out of it. So it's not something that I cherish. I mean, I cherish it because it's got sentimental value, but as far as trying to keep it razor sharp or anything, you can see it's pretty dirty too. It's my work knife, and this is probably my EDC a lot of days. But for those who just use it as their knives as utility knives and don't love their knives as much as Cutlery Lover, I just wanted to show one way to sharpen and not necessarily get a razor edge, but a workable, decent edge beyond what he calls a utility edge. Now, I picked this up, I can't remember where I picked it up, but probably at a Walmart or something like that, quite a few years ago, probably over 10 years ago, and it's pretty smooth stone. It also came with 2 ceramic sticks, and I've lost one, but I have more. I have more like it from a place I used to work. And here's the other one I pick up, and this is more for rough work. It's a rougher ceramic, but you can hear it is a ceramic stick, and then of course this is a ceramic stick. Yeah, you can hear it ringing there. So anyway, I use these two mainly as my everyday sharpening devices, and you can wet these or not wet them, but I show you the starting condition of my Leatherman here. It's definitely not not Cutlery Lover quality edge at all. I just cut some boxes with it today, so I trashed it pretty good, but I'm going to show you on camera that it doesn't take a whole lot of work just to get it to a more decent edge. So I'm going to start out with a little bit of rough stone, and just like Cutlery Lover, I'm going to set it and just kind of do circles, and you can feel the difference, or you can feel where that edge starts, and you can feel that the kind of the grab when you get close to where it's gonna be sharp or not. Usually at the beginning you can feel a lot of grab on the knife, and as you get sharper and sharper and get that edge nice and pointed, it starts to slick up, so to speak. You get a little less resistance. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just removing material to get a point on it, and you see I didn't do a whole lot. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to skin this rock that direction and that direction. And he showed you a trick with the fingernail deal, and here's what a friend of mine's shop teacher showed him, and he showed me the way you can kind of check the rough sharpness of your blade is you get your thumbnail or any fingernail, but the thumbnail is usually the easiest because you can kind of support it with your finger, but you lay your blade on top of it and just rest, and if you can move it, that means it's not sharp, but if it grabs, that means you've got a good edge on it. So back here I've got a good edge, and up here usually I find for me when I sharpen knives, it's usually the point that needs a lot more work because it doesn't spend as much time on the cutting stone. So anyway, so I'm going to refine that a little bit more. So there. So I'll check it. It feels pretty good. I can put it on my thumbnail and wiggle it around, and it won't slide around on me. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this really fine ceramic stick and just, again, like I'm trying to shave it. And you can either pull the blade across the stick, or pull the stick across the blade, depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed. I'm right-handed, so it's easier for me to pull the stick in this direction, and it's weird that it's easy for me to pull the knife in this direction. I guess I could do it this way too, but it just doesn't feel right. You can see it's getting better. Now again, I'm sawing, and it's not as sharp as cutlery levers, but I'm getting there. So with a little bit more work, oops, wrong camera. With a little bit more work, see it's still ripping, but I can kind of feel it where it's grabbing. So I'm going to try his trick. Yeah, I can feel it about right there. It's grabbing. Or about right there, but that's the tip. So I'm going to work on it a little bit more. Right, now what I did was I'm going to strop it. Poor man's strop. I've got an old pair of pants that I use for rags. I put some rubbing compound on it, and it's pretty fine stuff. So I just kind of laid it at the edge of the table here, just to get the burrs off. Alright, wipe it off. See how many I can get to slice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, paper wrinkled. 6. Paper's wrinkling. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So not too bad. Not too bad from a Leatherman. And again, I'm not a professional knife sharpener, but I do enough to get it by. That's all I got. See you later. I can shave my leg if I needed to. There you go.